African hunting dogs are in decline due to human persecution and because they're losing their natural habitat to mankind. Hunting dogs live in packs with strict hierarchies, and senior keeper Leanne Deacon is a keen student of their ways.
In total, we have the 5 dogs. We have 4 males and a female. The female's the alpha female, and then out of all the other males, one of them has reached the position to be the alpha male. And what happens is the alpha pair will rule the group. They will do the majority of the hunting. They will also be the ones who breed. You can relate to them in terms of dogs, but unfortunately you can't go up to them and pet them on the head. They wouldn't take kindly to that. They have extremely sharp teeth, so if they did decide that they didn't like you, it wouldn't be a pretty sight, put it that way.
In the pen in the hunting dog's enclosure, there's some intensive work going on that could give us a whole new insight into the private lives of the dogs.
Down a bit. Right, if I tighten it up there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's perfect.
Right, that's fixed now.
Spot on.
What's happening is we have some technical engineers in, and they've come in to basically put up a camera system in the house. What's going to happen is there's going to be a camera in each section of the house, and this is just basically to enable the keepers to monitor the animals whilst they're inside. Basically, for if there's ever any pups or any problems with the dogs, we can always see what's happening inside the house.
The cameras also have an infrared setting, which will enable Leanne to see for the very first time how they behave at night.
Yeah, that's fine, but you can still see them, can't you, sir?
The infrared lights around the camera.
Yeah.
Line it all up.
Fantastic.
It just remains for Leanne to prepare a warm welcome for the dogs.
So basically what we're doing now, refilling the house with straw. So when the dogs come back into their house, it's all nice and fresh for them, so we don't need to come in again. And hopefully they'll be more interested in the nice, fresh, clean straw to roll around in rather than investigating the new camera that's been put in. It's going to show a lot of insight into the behaviour of the dogs. So, yeah, it really is good news for the pack of hunting dogs. We look forward to watching it.
Later, we'll join Leanne as she gets her first fly-on-the-wall view into the private lives of African hunting dogs. But first, Colchester Zoo opened its doors to us this winter, giving us back to the African hunting dogs. Will the hard work put in by Leanne and her team pay off? And will we get to see how the dogs behave behind closed doors? Keeper Leanne has overseen the installation of cameras into the African hunting dog's pen. Now she releases them back into their enclosure, knowing that it won't be long until they're ready to retire for the day. This will be the first time she's ever been able to observe how they behave and interact in private.
Wow, I don't know what to say. It's quite eye-opening, really. We've never seen their behaviour in the house before. I could watch them all day. Basically, what they're doing at the minute now is they're just investigating the house. I mean, this is the first time that they've been allowed into it. It's all very new and very exciting. So they've shown a bit of interest in the camera, so fingers crossed they won't destroy it, but I'm sure they'll be very good. So in the house here, what we have is our alpha female. She's sat there right at the back. They do tend to have their preferential places, meaning that the alpha, more dominant pair tend to get the pride of place, really. So obviously right at the back here is going to be a nice, warm, sheltered area for the dominant pair. As you can see, we have our male here, our female here, and then in the front here you can see our 3 other boys. If this was open and in the wild, these would sort of be protecting, you could say, our dominant pair.
For Leanne, this is a huge success. The new cameras give her an insight into the dogs group that she's never been able to get previously.
This is an incredibly good moment. I am over the moon to see these dogs in this house. For me as a keeper and doing my job properly, you know, every single bit of information is vital and really important to provide the best management of this species in general. And again, to be able to see them in this manner, again, it really is sort of, it's heartwarming in a way because I've never seen it before.
Next time on Zoo Day.